working on this piece all on your own. The rests are really well done, Laura. Those silences in music. Pedaling is very good as well. The other thing that's tricky about this piece are all the 16th note melodic lines, right? We want to make sure that they sound so melodious when you play them. So why don't we take that one up at measure 7. It's coming. Where do you hear that phrase go? Going to. Yes! And then another one, I'm going to this C. Yeah, so take your time. Yes, let's do that again. That's it. And is there any way that you can connect the end? Yes. How does that make the whole line better then?
It's connected.
Oh, it's lovely. Good. All right, so now go ahead and play the first 16 note pattern that you see at 3. I really liked how we could put the, yeah, but it's too fast. Right? It has to feel like each note gets the maximum value. Right. What happens if somebody gave you something that you really like to eat? What do you like to eat? Tell me a meal that you really like. And I'll tell you a meal that I really like. It's hard to think because there's so many good meals out there.
I like orzo, I guess.
Orzo. Okay, that's good. And you sometimes you'd gobble it right up, right, so that you could have a second serving. But sometimes you would just put the orzo in your mouth and just enjoy the feel of them and the flavor of them, right? And you just really enjoy your plate of food. And I want you to feel that way every time you play these 16 note phrases, right? So each note leads to the next note. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. Okay? So be free with it. Enjoy where that melodic line is going, right? You play the violin, so it's the same with the violin, right? Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. So let me hear you do the first one at measure 3. So that makes actually let's start it here. That is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, so find another place where we can do the same thing one more time.
Measure 34.
Sure. All right, so this time the composer writes espressivo in there, so that's a big hint as to what he wants.
He wants it to be expressive.
And what are we going to do to make it espressive?
The crescendo in the middle of it.
Yes, and does it all have to be in the same tempo?
It can slow it down.
It certainly can. Yes, go ahead and experiment. All right, so now we have those sections. Now the B section, you did a really nice job with this. Tell me how I'm changing it. Right, and why am I playing it quiet?
It's marked.
Yes, it's marked pianissimo. Now, how do we get that pianissimo sound is another question. What am I doing with my right? Sorry, wrist. don't ever want to overdo the soft pedal, but maybe we want to experiment, put it down somewhere around there, okay? And it might be the beginning of the measure that you feel like you want to have a different kind of transparent sound, okay? Or maybe somewhere over here. You want to take it somewhere around the diminuendo. About that.
That was better.
That was really nice. Now, so how did I get into the transition?
At the moment.
Yeah, see if you like that. Take it somewhere around that line. Why not?
It sounds abrupt.
All right, so your recapitulation just comes from nowhere, right? It's like you're in the middle of the scene, and it just comes. I don't think it needs it. So keep the pedal down. Okay, so let's do that one more time. It's almost there. It's almost. So why is that the best yet?
Because it slowed down and I didn't let the pedal off abruptly.
Yeah, and it just gives that feeling of just being stagnant, but also what's going to happen next, right? And then you come in with those beautiful phrases that are kind of like questions, right? That's such a beautiful movement, isn't it? I'm so glad it's in this book.